Anyone coming to work in Britain will need the right number of points to prove that they've got something to give that Britain actually needs.
The Minister says that in some communities, immigration's causing overcrowding and that some schools are struggling to cope. So I've been to one magnet for migrants, Slough in Berkshire, to see if he's right. Slough is, by the council's own admission, a migration success story. It's built a thriving £2.5 billion economy on the backs of hard-working immigrants. But there's been a huge influx of people recently. As many as 10,000 Poles have moved here since 2004, and many Somalis too. At Langleywood School, for half of the students, English is their second language, and that's putting a strain on resources.
In a general year, we might take in, for example, 30 or 40 pupils that don't have any English language whatsoever. So I have to allocate at least 3 teachers to be able to address those problems, plus additional staff who would support them in their lessons.
Finding places for all these new people to live is a problem. The council estimates that over 1,000 houses are homes in multiple occupancy. This is Wellesley Road in Slough, home to lots of immigrants. In fact, many of these properties are shared by several families. In the worst cases, the council's found more than 30 people sharing a single house, with even the work surfaces being used to sleep on.
It is certainly landlords that are buying up these properties to then rent out. And in fact, we've seen a huge increase in house prices in Slough in the last 24 months.
So there are pressures on Slough, but the council says newcomers are still welcome. But the government only wants people who have something to offer. The new point system should ensure that, but opposition parties have concerns.
You have to have an overall limit to reflect number of houses, number of schools, number of hospital places, infrastructure, and indeed community relations. Without the limit, this policy cannot work.
The real acid test is going to be, can they make it work in practice? Because frankly, what has gone so wrong for so many years, as John Reid himself has said, is that the Immigration and Nationality Directorate has not been fit for purpose, and the way in which the system has been run has been really plagued by absurd bureaucratic inefficiencies.
The new system aims to simplify the immigration process. The 5 new categories will replace 80 that currently exist. The first tier for highly skilled workers will be launched at the start of 2008. Tier 2 for skilled workers and Tier 4, which will cover temporary workers, will follow later that year.